Hello everybody and welcome back to the Logout Lounge. And today we're going to be talking about someone that's actually successful in a few things. So we're not talking about a Cyrax or we're not talking about a Christian, but we will get to Christian at the very end of this video. But we're going to be talking about a person named Ronnie Upchurch. Now, if you don't know who Ronnie Upchurch is a country singer or country rap singer. And he's made some pretty big bangers, Holler Boys is one of them, a really popular one, actually. People actually say it's the national anthem for Tennessee, which, I mean, I don't know, But the reason why I'm making this video is because I want to kind of get the information out there a little more. Information was kind of really hard to find for this video because there are two sides. There is Ronnie's side and there is Ryan's side. Now, I mean, I guess you could say Ronnie and Patty are in the same kind of, place. And if you don't know who those guys are, they're Ronnie Upchurch's mom and dad. So Ryan is saying that Upchurch is on drugs. And I mean, based on some videos that it's kind of supportive, right? Because I'll be showing you guys videos here soon. But Ronnie says that there's something wrong with Ryan, right? And Ryan's saying, no, there's nothing wrong, right? So, but that's not really the whole issue here. That's the multiple issues. So let me tell you, or let me show you in my opinion, how this all started. This is the first video that I can really think of that started this whole debacle.
Alright, since everybody wants to be like, oh man, what's wrong with you, bro? You know, what's going on? You acting all weird. Let me let you in on a little speck of my life. You see this big, huge house right here? Did you know that I bought this house and did not know about it? This house was bought 8 days after my sold-out show at the Municipal. With my money. Do you know how much this house was? $500,000 was taken out of my account by a family member. This house was hidden from me.
She quick signed it over to me to try to keep it out of her name so he wouldn't know about it.
Yeah. And you did have at least knowledge that she was keeping this stuff away from Ryan.
Yeah, she told me not to tell him about it. And that's why she signed it over to me to keep it out of her name.
This house for you guys? Yeah, we didn't know it was your money, bro. We didn't know nothing about it.
Bought with my money. I was told I was broke and low on money and need to be better. Do you have a problem? Are you on drugs? Well, this piece of paper that says I own this house I just found out about. What is that about? I mean...
So you might say that looks horrible on Patty. Horrible. And it really does. It really does. So apparently what happened, what Ryan says is that Patty took money out of his account so she can buy a house for friends and family. And it was put in his name, but only for a tiny, tiny bit before it was taken out of his name and put into the new owner's name. Now, we'll get into this later, but we're going to look on Ryan's side and then we're going to look on Patty's side. So we're going to continue with Ryan's side and then we'll get to Patty's side here shortly.
Oh, Mom? Really? No, you're not my mom. You're nothing to me. I don't ever want to see you again. I don't ever want to talk to you. I want nothing to do with you. Ever again. You're Patty. And you're also a piece of How you gonna sit here and watch me bust my
for the past 7 years to provide for you and my family. Our family, my brothers. And steal from me and hide it from me? I had to read a strand of text messages earlier, y'all. That was my mom texting somebody else. Being like, hey, can you pick me up and take me to the bank so I can hurry up and get this money out before they spend it? Before I spend my own money? What? I let my mom and my brothers live with me. I ended up buying them houses. Mom, you lived with me. I bought you a house of yours. And then what? And then I go do the show at the Municipal? One of the best nights of my life? You sang on stage with me, dude. The song is called Fallin'. And it's about picking up people in time of need, not stealing from them. How you gonna sit here and tell me, oh, well, you have a spending problem? No, you do! How you gonna buy two $500,000 houses and not tell me? You are so fake. You're so fake. This is why none of y'all would hang out with me lately. This is why things have been the way they've been. I don't ever ask for nothing. I asked to have bonfires with people. My family. I just want to sit around a fire and talk. This is why y'all haven't talked to me in so long. Y'all been out fake balling, buying $500,000 houses with money I've busted my for, and then turn around and tell me that I need to slow down on spending when I'm literally buying chocolate milk and dip. You've sat there and you've watched me be an independent artist, which means I have to work harder. Not only that, I started out as a country dude who raps. That's even harder. Then when you're good at it, then everybody wants to attack you for being good at it. You've seen that too. You've seen people lose court cases with me and take up so much time and so much of my money, and me not never make the money back just from faulty trying to sue me. You were literally sitting there rubbing my back being like, it'll be okay, baby. As you're stealing from me. And trying to hide it. Not to mention what happened 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I needed a spot for a studio. Mine was being remodeled. The other house I bought her, she's like, oh yeah, honey, don't worry. You can move all your stuff into here. All your studio stuff, your instruments, everything. I did. I got a call from a random person. They said, Mr. Upchurch, are you gonna come get your stuff out of this house? I said, what are you talking about? They said, well, we bought this house with all your in it. Luckily for myself, the people who bought the house who had no idea, they let me come get my stuff. They were normal people with morals, people that cared about stuff. So they looked around, they knew something was fucked up. So they let me come get my stuff. He said, well, what about this car in the garage? I said, what car? He's like, oh, this car back here. I said, well, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, yeah, come on. We go out back. He opens this garage. There's a T-top Trans Am in there, like a Smokey and the Bandit one. that I don't know about. I'm too busy working. While I've been in court, having to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to what? To win the court cases? Because everyone knew I was going to win these court cases. But while I'm busting my to pay all of our bills, while I'm busting my to pay my lawyer, also, people, dude, I came out of your body, dude.
No matter what I say at the very end of this video, because I'll give my opinion on the situation in my, in the end of this video. But no matter what Ronnie or, Patty is saying about Ryan, you'll see what they say about him. But no matter what, it shouldn't be taken. Nobody should take any money from Ryan. Nobody should be taking anything from Ryan. Without his permission, of course, So you have to feel horrible for Ryan because there's 3 houses that are bought in his name, and all the money is taken out of his account and all that shit. And that's fucked up. That is fucked up, So we're going to continue, and I got a next video here for you, and we'll see what that has to say.
On top of all that, I don't trust nobody right now. I don't want to trust nobody. I don't want no friends. I don't want nothing. I want everybody to stay the fuck away from me. Do you know why I want everybody to stay away from me? Because another reason that I bought that house, the black one, the one I had built, I also moved out there so I could have some fucking privacy. And guess what? Somebody who knows my address, so they have to be pretty goddamn close to me, gave my fucking address to Jillian Struggle. They don't know where I live. Now, here's the thing. I don't give a fuck who it is. If it's Jelly or Struggle or motherfucking Jesus or the Pope, it doesn't matter. If I didn't give you my fucking address, I don't want you having my address. That is partially why I moved to that location, because no one knew my address. Well, somebody that's close to me fucked that up. So that's why I'm not hanging out with nobody. I don't want to hang out with nobody. I don't trust anybody. You're gonna disrespect me and do hoe shit like give my address out and all this other shit, then I don't want to fuck with nobody. People want to be cool with me? Hey, good luck. It's probably never gonna happen. Because why? Because I don't trust nobody. Have you seen the rest of this video? I ain't invited nobody to my house in about a month. You know why? Because still nobody's told me who leaked my fucking address. I will continue for the next 20 years to hang out by myself and not fuck with nobody until I find out who in the fuck gave my address out. Until then, I'm just gonna work my ass off, and soon all my shit's gonna be fixed. And when all my shit is fixed, and I have no stress, look at what I've been putting out as I've been stressed dealing with all this shit. Can you imagine what the fuck's gonna happen when I'm not stressed no more in about 6 months? And all this shit hasn't destroyed me or discouraged me? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna just fucking flat out tell you. There is nothing that is ever gonna stop me or slow my work ethic down. I'm sick of being around fake people that do fake shit. And I've been around them for a long time. There's been a lot of disrespect going on with me, and I'm not taking nobody's shit any fucking more. If you work on my vehicle, you gonna fix it the fucking correct way. If you're gonna work on my house, you're gonna do it the correct way. If you're gonna be my friend, you're gonna be that the correct way, the real way. Not the fake, shitty way. If you're friends with me and then also my enemy, then fuck you. Get the fuck out of my face. I don't want to look at you. I'm sure there's somebody who will take offense to this video, but I just don't have any fucks to give anymore. Sorry.
So by this point, for Ryan, it's sad, man. It's a sad situation to be in, Your mother bought 3 houses, or at least 2 houses, without telling you or anything like that. She tells you to stop spending your money, and then your dad apparently buys a house, and Patty is working with Ronnie, and it's a very sad situation for, Ryan. But now, let's flip the tables. Let's now go to Patty and Ronnie's side.
Okay, I'm ready to speak about it. Everybody's been wondering what's been going on. My gloves are off now. And this, I don't care. If I have to drag it out for the next 5 years in court, I will, to prove that all the slanderous things my son has been saying about me are exactly that. It's effing slander. Now I am standing up for my other 3 sons who have written music for him, who he has gifted things and he's trying to take them back because that's what he does. That's what he does. He gives you something. As soon as you don't do something he likes or you don't go along with him, he takes everything back, or at least he tries to. I am the 100% owner of Blue Moon Entertainment. I have proof of it. I have got an attorney. He lies. He stands in front of houses that we don't know who the hell they belong to. The police gets called and he swears he owns the house, that I bought the house and gifted it to somebody. It was all a lie. The police had to show up and tell him that he can't address it that way and that he can't come back. Me, Ryan, and Brandon were all business partners. But now they're mad at me and they're cutting me out and trying to say that everything that I've done is fraudulent. Blue Moon solely belongs to me. Brandon wrote checks out of it because I allowed him to be administrator on it, so they can't act like they didn't know it didn't exist. It was put in place to protect him from himself. And now I gotta protect myself and my sons. This is to protect him because he can't stop bullying people online long enough to fucking have a clear thought. I can't go anywhere. I am done crying. Now I'm effing mad. I am very sorry for everybody who Ronnie Upchurch has bullied online. I am so sorry, Katie, even though what you did was shady and not nice. You weren't there for the right reasons. But I still don't think you deserve to get what you got online and are still getting today. Nicole Arbor, I don't know what happened with you guys in the studio. He makes a lot of promises, but as soon as he's pissed, he takes those promises back. So I apologize for what my son has done to you. Xana May, I am sorry for what he's done to you because I know what it's like to be bullied now. I can't even go to the grocery store. And Kylie Rodney's family, I am very sorry. I don't know what the hell is wrong with him. Also, sorry, Chase Matthews, because I'm in the same boat you are now. Everybody is harassing me out in public. I can't go anywhere, all because he's so mad that you made a decision that he didn't want you to make. And I said it to him, and I'll say it, and I said it to his guards, and I've said it to other people. If anything happens to me, it is either one of his followers behind it or one of his people that's closest to him. I'm sick of being bullied. I'm sick of people wiping their fucking feet on me when I've done nothing but try to protect him from himself. You can't help somebody with that thinks like that. What he is doing to people is dangerous because the following that he has, somebody's going to want a white knight for somebody. You know what I'm saying? They're going to want to run in and be the hero and like off, Upchurch's mom or off, oh my God, what's her name? Nicole Arbor. Or like kick Chase Matthews' ass out in public just because their leader said so. This is what we're dealing with. This is dangerous behavior and I'm done sitting down. I am done. So there's my statement, y'all. I'm ready and I will be in court for the next 10 years. I do not care because nobody's running over me anymore. I am sick of it. I have been deprived of sleep because of this narcissistic behavior. I get good sleep now. I can finally sleep for the first time since all this shit has happened. And actually it goes back even before because this is not new behavior. It's just new behavior with more money and cult following. You have humiliated me online. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm dead online. You may as well have posted a fucking sex tape of me because I don't care anymore. You can post whatever you want because everything that you've already done, it can't be taken back. And that goes for every family who has had to endure this bullshit from my son. So let's go to court. I'm ready. We got to go all the way back to Redneck Nation and everything. This is going to go back. So let's all get ready to audit every fucking thing and say who came up with race hell and eat cornbread. My son Austin has worked his ass off for you and you are shitting on him. I'm fighting for them and everybody else that you've shit on.
Wowee. So we got a lot to talk about here. So first things first, apparently Patty claims that Ryan's brothers wrote songs for him. Now, who fucking knows, right? Who knows if Ryan used songs from the brothers, If he did, that's shitty. I think I heard something about somebody using a phrase like Ryan used a phrase that his brother made, And I mean, that's just a phrase, but I mean, if it's a song, then that's fucked up, Like, if Ryan is stealing songs from his brothers, that's extremely fucked up, right? So, who knows? We can't prove that, so we're just gonna leave it on the back burner, So, then Patty claims that she doesn't know the people who bought the houses that was in his name. Now, like I said, I don't know. We can't really say anything about that because all we know is that Ryan made videos and he apparently got paperwork. Now, God knows how that connects to him, I don't know. But what Patty says is that Patty doesn't know the people that bought the houses. And who knows, you know? I can't really say much on that. So then she says that she did this thing to protect himself, Ryan, you know? Now, I don't understand what, you know, she's protecting him from. If you want to watch Ryan's video on this actual video, right, it'll be left down in the description below. But he says that, spending money, you know, like the money he's earned. I mean, fair enough, right? Fair enough. I mean, if I was a 31-year-old man and my parents were holding money for me, I'd be fucking pissed, you know? So, yeah. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Kyle Rodney. Well, I guess we won't talk about it right now. We're going to talk about it later because I do have some stuff also about that. So let's go on to the next one. So Ryan was pissed because Chase Matthews chose to go mainstream. Now, this is kind of a Ryan, you know, this is kind of a fucked up thing for Ryan to do. I think I have more videos on it in the later down the road, but I'm like, who cares what Chase Matthew does? You know, like, if he wants to go mainstream, let him go mainstream, you know? Apparently Ryan got pissed off at an article and fucking freaked the fuck out over that, you know? Which isn't fair to Chase Matthews, because Chase Matthews just wants to, you know, go mainstream, and that's fine, you know? That's fine. But
he said, Ron Upchurch gave me an opportunity to put me on the map. Looking forward, we wanted to maintain how we work, but grow the team in order to build bigger. Who the fuck is we, bro? It's not me. The fuck are you talking about? We wanted to maintain how we work, but grow the team in order to build bigger. Will you shut the fuck up with some stupid shit like that? This is as big as Holler Boy Records is ever gonna be. You're fucking looking at it.
Who knows, you know? But then she mentioned something about offing Upchurch's mom. I don't think anybody's gonna do that. Me personally, I wouldn't think that someone from Creek Squad or Crack Squad, whoever you're asking, will go up to your, you know, to you and kill you for the, you know, sole purpose for Ryan. I don't know where you got that. But the last thing I want to talk about is a cult following. Now, I think he took that pretty hard. I don't really know, because like, that's kind of like fucked up, you know, that she was just like, well, it is a cult following. I mean, who fucking knows, right? But that was Patty's video, right? That was Patty's video. But now we're gonna go to Ronnie, and Ronnie has a long video, which we will cut down. And like I said, I'll put all these videos in the description, just so, you know, and I'll have them labeled, you know, so you'll be able to see, you know, easily find it and watch it for yourselves. So we're gonna watch a little bit of Rodney's video now.
Who I love till the day I die. We're gonna call you Crying Ryan. 31-year-old Crying Ryan. Since you will not answer the phone, you will not answer a text message, you will not come on my side of the fucking river, stores that you visited every day, you ain't been in them since you started running your mouth. Now I'm gonna tell you something. You're my son and I fucking love you. Call it tough love, call it whatever you want. I am fucking sick of these goofy motherfuckers texting my daughter, messaging my wife, sending me fucking 500 messages a day. The goofy motherfucker, Uncle Will, you sorry son of a bitch. If your balls are big enough to drive to Pegram to get this Bobcat, I would love to see your toothless ass come get it. I really would. I would actually love to know where you live. I might just take a vacation there. You goofy, stupid, ignorant, dirty son of a bitch.
You can tell he's kind of pissed, you know. he's calling his son Crying Ryan, you know, shit, like what the fuck. But so then he's talking shit about Uncle Will, which he is another YouTuber, you know, and just goes on a fucking rant. He's just like, you motherfucker. Oh my god. So that's all I have to say about this part. I just had to leave that part, that beginning in, because like it gets worse. It gets worse.
You know how I roll? Yes, I'm an old motherfucker. I am an old redneck. Them songs you write are like you're telling my fucking story of the way I fucking grew up. You didn't grow up like that. You don't even know what a fucking real redneck is. You never had your ass beat down and your head stomped into the pavement by a motherfucker that didn't give a fuck if he killed you or not. You motherfuckers smack each other a couple times and y'all call it a fight. Now I'm telling you, I am fucking sick of the goddamn bullshit. Nobody stole a fucking bobcat from you. You gave the motherfucker to me after Robert robbed you of $3,000 that he's supposed to put in it. You were so fucking aggravated, you told me to take it. The same fucking time you told Tubbs to keep all the attachments because you didn't want the bobcat anymore. I told you I would fix it, and any time you needed it, it was be mine and yours. I've spent around $6,000 on it. It actually needs about $6,000 more worth of work done to it. I've been trying to do it myself. All you had to do is call and say, Dad, I need to borrow the bobcat. I would have brought it to you. I had no reason not to. You make a video saying that me and your mom were going to put you in a conservative ship or something like that.
What was the plan between y'all? I mean, you know, besides the conservative ship that 3 witnesses overheard.
I've not told your mom I would do any fucking thing to you. Now, I did get a phone call that told me some crazy shit that you were saying and doing on Adderall. The kind of shit that does get people admitted for their own safety. But look at me. I've never told anybody I would put you in a conservatorship. I'm not even sure what that really is. I've worked for every fucking thing I got, except a couple of cars and a truck that you gave me. If you want the fucking cars and trucks, please come and get them. Please. I don't need any of it. I come from nothing. I've worked for every fucking thing I got. I raised your goofy ass. You know what I've been through raising you. And you want to treat me the way you're treating me? Take your fucking ass on down the road somewhere. You're going to quit running your fucking mouth on the internet. You are, buddy. There's different ways to handle that situation. You talk about these fucking biker gangs. You know, you ain't got to touch nobody. I make one fucking call, and what do you call the biker gang that come to the racetrack? We all called it the Muppet Biker Gang. They look like the fucking Muppets or the Cabbage Patch Kids or some kind of shit. Hell, I was worried about their safety.
So let's start out this little conversation with what he said about his songs, right? What about Ryan's songs? So he said those songs you write are like you're telling me my story. But then he says you never lived. You're not a redneck. You don't know what a redneck is. What the fuck? You know what I mean? That's fucking nuts. You know, first you got Patty saying that the brothers write all the songs, right? But then you got Ronnie saying he never lived that lifestyle. He doesn't know what a true redneck is. What the fuck? God. I mean, yeah, I know all this is over fucking a house, you know, fucking Ryan not being able to spend his own money, shit like that. But like, whenever you are discrediting one of the most important things he finds, you know, to be the most important thing to him, it's fucked up, you know, it's fucked up. And yeah, it might be a little fucked up to bring in, you know, Patty and Rodney to say, oh, you stole money from me. But we can't really say anything about that because we really don't know anything about it, you know. But what we do know is that Ryan makes, you know, country songs, right? And some of them are really good. You know, I don't really listen to country, but I do like some of his songs, you know. It's just whenever you tell people, you know, whenever you say you're basically writing my songs, you're writing my story, you know, shit like that, and then you turn around and say, oh, the person that's actually writing it never lived that lifestyle, never did. It's fucked up. But I guess it is fucked up for Ryan to say, my mom bought this house and my dad bought this house, but went through Patty, and, you know, I don't know. But like I said, we really don't know anything about the house, you know, and we don't know if Ryan's brothers have created these songs. We just don't fucking know. There's not enough information out there. So, let's continue. So, then he says that Ryan gives Ronnie the Bobcat, which, like I said, we don't really fucking know either, you know. While doing this, I was looking frantically. There's so many videos of Ryan's, like, you know, Snapchat and stuff, and like I just found out about this a few weeks ago, you know, and I've been trying to find all this information, but fuck, man, it's impossible, you know. So yeah. So then the next thing is putting Ryan in a rehab or conservatorship or whatever the fuck that is. Now, I'm going to be talking about this later. I'm going to be giving my opinion on if Ryan is on drugs or not. But for now, we're just going to focus on this video. And the last thing is the Muppet Biker Gang. I don't know. I mean, it's not really a point. It's just something I found fucking hilarious that he said. So let's continue.
The thing you're saying about Billy's house.
Ronnie is acting like they're all clueless. Like, what is he? Why is he living in that house? Because I bought it and gave it to him.
I don't give a fuck what you give away. I don't understand it. How in the fuck do you give away a house you got $1 million in and Ghost Ranch ain't paid off? How in the fuck do you give Robert houses and, I don't know, I'm gonna take a wild stab at this, but you've given Robert, and not it's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with what you give Robert. He's your best friend. Yeah, he's your best friend, all right. Y'all to hear the stories that we hear by multiple people. He's your best friend. You just keep that in the top of your head. You talk about me bitching because you give Billy a house? You should have gave fucking Billy a house before you gave Robert one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got brothers. You talk about my brothers. My brothers, they get anything they want. Well, you know what? You got two fucking brothers that still don't have a house that'll do anything for you. But you're going to give Robert a house who has talked about you like a dog behind your back. Don't deny it, Robert. You know it's fucking true. There's all kind of people that was just talking the other night at the party that you fucking got drunk and started bad-mouthing Ryan and the way he spends his money. Right?
So like I said, this is all just like hearsay, you know? Like there's times where, especially there was one part in that clip where, you know, Ronnie is describing how someone that Ryan gave a house to was talking shit behind his back. Now, how are we supposed to fucking know, you know? Like, it's all fucking hearsay, all that shit, right? So, there's nothing really I can say about that. You know, I don't know if Ryan's friend did talk shit behind his back, but whenever he says that, like, there's nothing wrong with giving people, you know, houses and money and stuff, and then he immediately goes, well, you know, you shouldn't have given it to this guy because, you know, this guy's talking shit behind your back, you know. It is Ryan's money. He does whatever the fuck he wants with it, you know. So it's really up to Ryan, you know, who he gives stuff to, you know. Then, you know, he said that you should have given your brother's houses before you gave your friend a house. Who gives a fuck, right? I mean, it's his money. Let him spend his money however he wants. Now, say if, you know, one of my best friends gets like, you know, $1 billion or something, right? Just wins the lottery. And he buys me a house and, you know, he doesn't buy his brothers a house. That's that's not anybody's, you know, business. That's his business, right? Who gives a fuck, you know? But I don't know. But, so I took out the part, I'm going to talk about it real quick, but I took out the part where he tells a story about how Ryan gave Ronnie a truck for Father's Day. And that's very sweet of Ryan. You're going to find out throughout this entire thing that Ryan is a very sweet guy. Ryan is willing to give, you know, a right arm and a right leg for somebody, right? But it just, whoever he gives it to rather fucks him over or tries to screw with him, you know? And, you know, like I said, it's up to Ryan to whoever he gives who, you know? It doesn't matter. It's none of our business. But, you know, so that's what Ronnie, I think, was trying to say during that whole video. So let's continue.
The first 5 or 6 years you done this music thing, I've been so fucking proud of you, dude. When you go see kids in the hospital that are dying and their last request is to meet you, that's fucking awesome. Awesome. When you find a guy freezing to death with his dog outside a store and you fucking stop what you're doing and drive across town to get him a fucking customized van and give him money and make sure his dog's got what he needs, that's fucking awesome. When you stay after shows, and I've watched you do it for 4 or 5 hours, signing autographs and meeting every fucking individual. Who does that? That's fucking awesome. But something has happened along the way. You went from smoking weed, that there ain't nothing wrong with that. Anybody out here that hates me for that, I'm sorry. You know, I just don't feel like there's a problem with people smoking weed. But somewhere along the line, you had to dabble in shrooms, your own words. You had to dabble in coke, your own words. You know where the shit leads you. Ever since you've talked about shrooms and cocaine, you look like a crazy person on the internet. You don't have to say I don't do dope. People can watch your videos and see that you're high as fuck. Anybody that's been around dope for a little bit can look at you and tell that you're on dope. And this is a rant, dude. I'm at work. I'm tired of fucking getting all the text. And the text to me, I can handle because it's just weak-minded punks that think they know something that they don't fucking know. You come out of that courthouse waving that blank piece of fucking paper.
Boys.
You're at a courthouse that you don't even go to for something like that. Saying if the fucking Bobcat ain't back in 2 hours, somebody's going to jail. And I know where it's at. You know how fucking childish you look doing that fucking shit? You look like a fucking crazy idiot kid. It's what you look like. And I have to go around town everywhere I go. And let me tell you something about going around town. I've been all over fucking town for the last fucking month. I go places that I normally don't go. Just hoping I could bump into my son and figure out what the fuck's going on in his head. Because he won't answer the goddamn phone. He won't answer a text. Apparently somebody's putting shit in his head, and he fucking believes it. I go everywhere in town. You know what I hear everywhere I go? Tractor Supply that you go to all the time. I've been there 100 times in the last month, just hoping I bump into you. You know what I hear from everybody around town? Everybody. Is, oh my God, your son, what is going on with him? Has he lost his mind? Ronnie, he needs help. He's on dope. I mean, he's went crazy on the internet. Look at your numbers. Look at your fucking numbers. Look at them. Psychobabble was a fan of yours. Now, I don't know all these people. I just start looking at the comments you're getting, and a lot of people have just turned on you.
So, first things first, before we get into anything else, the first thing Ronnie says is that Ronnie is an amazing guy, and that is fair. That is very fair. You heard what he said on, the recording, that Ryan stays over for shows. I went to one of his concerts one time. It was fucking awesome, it was fucking cool. But, yeah, like what he said that, like, he stays after shows, he signs autographs, he does all this shit, and he made sure that a homeless guy was able to get a van, so he could stay warm. That's fucking awesome, dude. That is awesome. But then he immediately goes back and he says, well, Ronnie says that Ryan starts doing harder drugs. And yes, there is evidence saying that Ryan has done Adderall, shit like that. I don't know about shrooms or anything, but I know I heard a video about him doing Adderall, so yeah, that's fair. But who knows if he is still, like, we don't know if he is still high or not. But like I said, I'll get into that, after this. but then he, God. So then he says that people are like, it's some more he said, she said bullshit, right? It's just shit that we can't prove, shit we can't, just shit we can't, like, consider true or false, right? So the last thing we'll talk about is this YouTuber, right? This guy, it's like, he was a really big fan of Ryan, and then he kind of noticed that Ryan seemed to be on drugs, so that's why he's been kind of criticizing, Ronnie Upchurch, and that is very fair. So we will be looking at him shortly too, but for now, let's continue watching this video.
Done. I can go online like an intelligent person, and this is what I can see. I can see that she legally owns every fucking house that you have. She owns Blue Moon Entertainment solely in her name. Everything has been bought through her name. And from what I understand, talking to some very powerful lawyers and one judge out here in Brentwood, is when you put your money that apparently you're trying to hide from somebody into somebody else's account, it legally becomes their money. You can dump truckloads off there every day. Once it's in there, it's theirs. They only have to give it back if they want to. And I'm going to tell you something. If you drug me through the mud like you've drug your mother, if I had legal rights to keep that shit, I would keep it from your ass until you fucking got your head out of your fucking ass. Because you definitely got your head up in your ass, Johnny Cash. Or Elvis, whichever one I'm talking to. know you're going to see this video and you're going to come back with some crazy ass rant. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to tell you, buddy. I love you till the day I die. You're my son. Remember, you started this shit. You went on Facebook and you try to make everybody look like a fucking idiot. At a girl's house who's already afraid to live where she's living because of the break-ins they've had. I won't say any names because I'm sure this type of people don't want their name on the internet. But you went to one house and you said...
This is very interesting. The cops came, went to the door, asked him some questions. Guess who's the only person that I know that this person knows at this house? Ronnie Upchurch. Wow. This is gonna be so great. It's gonna be a Netflix movie.
My dad knew these people somewhere along the lines. Oh my God, my dad's involved in this. My mom tried to sell this house. Well, we own a real estate business, so we have access to stuff that the normal person don't. I looked at everything. The contracts on that house. One person owned that house for years and years and years. They sold the house to this young lady who I used to work for her dad. He's one of the biggest builders in Springfield. And her and her husband lived there with her kids. You show up in the middle of the day with Hillbilly.
This is another house we just found that was in my name apparently and switched to someone else's name.
And you act like you own this house, or you think you do. I don't know where you got your information. You never owned the house. Patty never bought it or sold it. Patty Kennedy did, the oldest real estate agent in Ashland City. She bought and sold it. And the Doris family bought it. And I worked for her dad for about 20 years. Great Christian people. And you show up beating on the door, acting like you're going to evict somebody from their home. They don't know who you are. She never met you. And the only person that they know with your name is me. It's because I worked for her dad for 20 years. I just wonder, what drugs were you on that day? Because you apparently were not thinking clearly. And you can backtrack and say, oh, well, we was just checking. Well, the fucking videos say something else. I mean, you're accusing people of shit that had absolutely fucking nothing to do with that poor girl's house.
So, I'm just talking about the very beginning here. I'm not talking about the very end. But the very beginning pissed me off because I don't know much, I don't know what this, at the very end of this clip, I don't know what he's talking about. I can't, I probably could, but, I'm way too lazy to, but, let's just say, if Patty did do something, if she did sell or buy these houses with Ryan's money, and she sold it to someone, or she didn't sell it to someone, but gave it to him and didn't tell Ryan about it, that's fucked, right? I mean, obviously it's fucked. But if Patty had nothing to do with those houses, and like what he said, it was in a Patty, but it wasn't Patty Upchurch, it's somebody else, then Ryan is wrong, right? But like I said, I'll get to my opinions here shortly. But I don't know what to think about the very end, so I'm just going to leave that be, I don't know anything about the houses, God knows, right? God fucking knows. But I will talk about the beginning. So he said that she legally owns all the houses because it's in her name and she owns the business, right? Okay, fair enough. Yes, she does own the houses and does own the business, except Ghost Ranch, like what you said. But is it really, is it like, it's a moral thing, right? Like, if I bought a house, right, and I put my mom's name in it because of, for some weird reason, I would hope that she'd be like, well, this is your house, you know, you do whatever the hell you want in this house, right? But here's the thing that probably pissed me off the most. He said that all the money that's in her account, since it's in her account, it is legally hers. Now that is some bullshit, right? That is fucking fucked up, right? Yeah, legally it might be hers, but it's, like I said, it's a moral thing, right? It's a moral thing. Like, if I put $2,000 in my mom's account right now, I would pray she would never use it, right? I would pray that she wouldn't fucking touch it, right? Now, if she asked me, hey, you know, can I dabble in a little bit of this money? Absolutely, go ahead. But if she's gonna touch it unprovoked, that's fucked, right? The reason why so what it seems like to me, right, is that Patty owned the business, right? And so all the money basically went through her, and then they would distribute out to everybody else. Now, if I'm wrong about that, I'm wrong about that. I don't know, right? I don't know. It just seems like this is how I'm hearing it, right? So all of Ryan's money would be in his mom's, you know, account, or whoever's, you know, who gives a fuck, right? Like I said, I don't know, but it seems like that she gets a majority of the money because she wants to stop him from spending money or something. Who cares? You know, it's Ryan's fucking money, you know? Now, if you got $500,000, that's good on you, right? Good on you. You have $500,000. But for Ryan, that should not be touched. It's a moral thing. Yeah, legally, it might be hers, but who gives a fuck, you know? I don't know. I'm just kind of reacting to these clips and just giving my opinion on it, you know, and hopefully there's more that comes out with this kind of stuff, because I don't really know why or how Ryan figured out that it was in his name or something. I don't know. Who knows, right? I don't fucking know, you know? But I hope more does come out with this so people can understand better. So let's react to the last bit of this.
The guy that showed up was her dad. She called him first. He went straight there. They didn't know who the fuck he was. He contacted Cheatham County Police. His dad, or his grandfather, was a sheriff of Springfield for 20, 30 years. They know people. And some of the stuff that was said by law enforcement in Cheatham County about you that day would blow your fucking mind away. You think everybody's your friend? Let me tell you something. 90% of the fucking people in Cheatham County right now think you've lost your fucking mind. And I'm absolutely on the same page. I don't understand any of it. I haven't done anything to you. You know, you say you didn't have a dad growing up. Well, that's really fucking funny. Because I got fucking millions of pictures that can prove the difference.
So after getting all that out of the way, who knows what happened, right? Who knows? Like, did Patty really put buy a house and put it in Ryan's name and then immediately took it out of his name? Who knows, right? We can't speculate on that. But what we can do is that we can, kind of give our opinion on it, right? So here's my opinion on it. If Ryan, we're going to go with two avenues here. Ryan, wildly misunderstood, or Patty actually did what Ryan's saying. Now, me personally, I don't think Patty did that, in my opinion. I feel like Ryan kind of misunderstood and kind of blew it out of proportion. That's what I think. But, like I said, I don't know. I don't know, right? So, that's my opinion on the house situation. And I know I'm completely missing, Ryan's aunt video and, another Ronnie video. But this video is already long enough. So we're just going to close out with what I personally think is Ryan on drugs. Let me just show you like a few clips. Because me personally, maybe not as much anymore, but I think he was for a while.
How embarrassing. Your job is you get paid to not solve murders. Damn. I mean, there's people that go to school to be private investigators, who do all this stuff to build these skills in their head to be private investigators. And they get paid less than some fucking asshole YouTuber who sits on here and just points everyone in the wrong direction. That's fucked. And listen, don't even say, oh, well, we're just reacting. No. Reactors react to movies, and reactors react to songs. Do you see the chain of money going down the line? That is a service. A reactor who reacts to a song is making money off YouTube, and he's also promoting the artist he's talking about to make them make money. You see how that helps people? Helps put money in pockets that's supposed to be in pockets? Yeah, true crime people who don't know shit, that just yell a bunch of stuff and conspiracies and point at other people and go, look, they're on drugs, they don't know nothing. Your job is to be dumb for a living. Let's just call it what it is. Then you got the ones who actually do care and are actually trying to figure out something. Those are the ones you need to follow. That is Plunder. You can figure out shit by watching her stuff because she only puts factual stuff on there. Zav Girl, I sit here and watched her the other night for a freaking hour in the same little spot on Google Earth, doing everything she could to find where this car was parked.
It was an accident. Now remember, guys, because a lot of people are commenting like, why are you assuming she's driving? I'm not. I think there's more likely that she did drive and it was an accident, but I'm still open to the foul play. So I just want to repeat that again.
See, she's open to suggestions. She doesn't close anything off unnecessarily. Me and Zav Girl obviously disagree on who drove the car. It's fine that we disagree, but us both being open-minded and able to communicate and talk about the situation to come to a conclusion, that's what solves stuff. Do you see me going, Zav, she's freaking wrong, da-da-da-da-da? No. Do you see her going, well, I mean, fucking, he must be on drugs? No, because she knows if you want to find the truth about something, you have to look at it at different aspects. You can't be biased to the situation. Another person that I like watching lately is Behind the Wall. She sometimes says, I don't really agree with Upchurch, but I'm going to keep that an open mind and see what this leads to.
GoFundMe thing I think was weird at first till I think it got broke down a little bit better, but I'm still not sure. But I think it's interesting that it came out after he put it on his video. I'm just going to say that technically it wasn't a reward fund.
These are the people I want to watch because I can find out more stuff that I maybe wouldn't have thought about watching these people. I can't learn nothing from the ones in the beginning that I talked about. What are they going to ever do? You think what are they going to go down for? Oh man, that glarer. That fucking Hiroshima Ninja, or whatever the fuck his name is. You're going to have this channel the whole time and never figure out anything. Do you want like a round of applause at the end? What do you want? You're not doing nothing. Anyway, moving on with the video. There's two things I want to say. One, even criminals report crimes. And also, sometimes when you question something and there is no answer, the answer is there's no answer. Sometimes the victim looks so much like a victim and everyone is claiming that this is a victim, that the people looking for who hurt the victim are going on a wild goose chase without looking at the victim. So with that being said, everyone telling me I should be ashamed of myself. How dare you say that, oh, this is faked? Show me that it's real. Show me proof of Kylie Rodney. Show me proof of Sammy Smith. Show me proof of Mag. Show me proof of those people. Show me proof of Ronnie. Why don't you try chasing down who Zanime is or Ikmel? You can't tell me who any of those people are. You're not gonna find shit.
Now, before I get into anything, I'm just going to say this is 100% real. This girl went missing and she was found dead, right? Let's not, this is like some Alex Jones shit, saying that, oh, but prove it's real. Prove it's real. Of course it's fucking real, you know? What the fuck? Now, whenever I was doing research on this, I was, you know, I mean, I could have taken, like, so, I don't really watch his videos, but I know that whenever I seen that video, my mind was blown, right? And Psychobabble was the one that reacted to that video, you know, that I got it from. And, like, it's fucking crazy, right? Like, he's saying, oh, prove it's real. Prove it's real. Not even fucking... And then Adventures with Purpose found him, right? Found her, I should say. What the fuck? You know what I mean? That's fucking nuts. That is fucked up. Now, Ryan obviously was fucking... I mean, you'd have to be on drugs to notice that he wasn't, or that he is on drugs, you know? Like, if you didn't notice that he was on drugs in this video, you'd have to be on drugs yourself, you know? Like, that's fucking crazy, dude. How he's just like, prove it's real. Prove it's real. I mean, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? But like I said, you know, he made this video, and then fucking a few days go by, and Adventures with Purpose found her. What in the fuck? You know what I mean? It's fucked up and it's messed up, bro. And whenever he's just like, oh, well, when all the people telling me, oh, you know, this is obviously real, you know, how dare you think? Yeah, Ryan, how fucking dare you, dude? That's fucked up, you know? And you were obviously high, really high. I mean, look at your fucking eyes, dude. You're staring right into a ring light. Those bitches should go small. But no, they're fucking enormous. Because you're just, you did something. We don't know what drugs you did. But you did something and you were just like, holy fucking shit. I found it all out. If you can't prove it's real, it's not real. You know? It's nuts, dude. But I do believe that Ryan was probably on drugs for a little bit, but ever since all this shit started happening, I feel like he has kind of backed out of drugs just a little bit, but I don't know. I don't fucking know, right? I can't say, right? This is my opinion. So, yes. So now we'll talk about Psychobabble. Arguably a troll, which I don't think he's a troll. I think he's a genuine fan.
You and Billy both are liars. That's already established. Because Billy knows just as well as I'm sitting here that brick house has never went through anything to do with Ryan Upchurch. Ryan was 100% totally mistaken about that. Do you know how we know? Because it's on realty sites on the internet, lady. It shows who bought and sold it. It shows who bought and sold it. It was sold by a very reputable realtor that no way would be involved in anything fishy. Lady's been a realtor in that area for 40 years that sold that house. And nowhere is it anywhere connected to any Ryan Upchurch. Totally mistaken. But it just blows my mind still today. The people closest to him won't admit how come his fans can see clearly something's going on, but you can't? Well, you claim in this video you see him all the time, but then you put out a video today saying you haven't been around for years because Patty wouldn't let you. Which fucking one is it?
So I already gave you guys my opinion on the house situation. I think Ryan just misunderstood it. That's all. Now, God knows, like I said, I don't know, right? I don't know. I feel like that, I mean, if you got something in the mail saying that something was in your name and then was taken out of your name, or like I said, I don't know how Ryan found out about this. I really don't, right? But it's not my place to say. I'm just giving you guys my opinion. But just like what, Psychobabble says, I also think it might be a huge misunderstanding, right? But I mean, I wouldn't call Billy and her liars. I don't know them, I don't know them. But for me personally, I think that Ryan may have just put it out of proportion. Now, if there is evidence saying that, like, there's shit that happened, he got a piece of letter in the mail or something like that that said, hey, this is your house, but then now it's somebody else's. I don't know. Like I said, I have no idea. So, what are my final thoughts on Ryan Upchurch? See, Ryan Upchurch is an amazing person. We can't deny that. Ryan Upchurch has made amazing videos, has made amazing music, and we all know it. But ever since this drama blew up, right, it's been one side or the other, right? We got the Ronnie side, Ronnie and Patty side, and we got Ryan's side. What I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to bring both sides together, right? Or I wanted to, show them in a, in a way that gives you my opinion on it. And like I told you guys, yes, I do think that Ryan might have been on drugs for a little bit, but now he's probably off of it. I don't feel like that Ryan would still be on drugs after all this stress that he's been going through, and Ryan might have, overreacted if, like I said, if what, the house thing was correct, right? Or if it was wrong, right? If the house thing's correct, then fuck Patty, right? I'm pretty sure we can all agree with that Patty shouldn't be selling or taking Ryan's money, That's fucked up and wrong for Patty. But Ryan's also not very innocent either, right? So, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Me personally, I love Ryan. I fucking, I love some of his music, But like I said, he's not completely innocent either, Ryan's also have done things that, like with Chase, I feel like that was kind of blown out of proportion, even though it was just an article, shit like that. And there was something that happened with Chase and somebody else, and the guy raped like a 13-year-old girl or something. That's fucked up, that is extremely fucked up. And, it's up to Chase to see if he wants, that video to stay up, or not. I mean, personally, I agree with Ryan that it shouldn't stay up, but it's not us, right? And what I think is that Chase doesn't really work for Ryan, Ryan's an independent music artist, and so was Chase until he went mainstream, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. So, like I said, love Ryan to death. I just feel like that, maybe, like I said, if this house thing is, if he's right about this house thing, then fuck Patty. But if it comes out to be a misunderstanding, then Ryan kind of blew it out of proportion. I'm pretty sure we can all agree with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys, got some enlightenment from this, because I fell down this fucking rabbit hole like a week ago, and I haven't gotten it out until now, And before I leave, I wanted to give a little update on Chris. Chris has been spotted everywhere, literally everywhere, and I might be doing a video on that next. We'll see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I'm glad, I kind of just wanted to do something different, and I needed a little break, because, doing so much Cyrax shit just fucks with you, and, doing so much Christian shit can also fuck with you, so I guess I'll see you guys later.